Boys and girls, we have been working on the short I and long I sounds. Remember, the short I says I. The long I says I. And in order for that I to say its name, we need that bossy guy, that E. Today we're going to use our dry erase boards and write some words that say and as well as say I. Okay, I'm going to use my letters to make my words, and I want you to write your words alongside of me. Are you ready? Let's make the word did. Say that with me. Did. Can you write that word? D, 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 d. I, d. So D-I-D. Now, boys and girls, does the I say I in this word? It doesn't, does it? So did does not have a bossy E on the end. Read this word with me. Are you ready? Did. Good job. Now we're going to change did to make the word hid. Where do you think we're going to make the change? Id. Can you make the change for me? We need to take away the D, don't we? And replace it with an H. Id. In this word, the I says I. So we do need to do something, don't we? Hid. Do we need to add an E? No. Let's just read it. Are you ready? Hid. Okay, now, but we're going to do something now. I want you to read this word with me now. Hide. Hide. What do we need to do to make that word say hide? The I now says its name. We need to replace it, or not replace it, we need to add to it. We need to add the letter E at the end, don't we? Now this word is hide. That E says, hey, I, you better say your name, and I'm not talking. So now we have hide. Very good. Now let's change hide to make the word ride. Say it with me. Ride. Where do you hear the change? Can you erase that letter? We hear the change at the beginning, don't we? I'd. What does the I say in this word ride? I. So because it says I, we need that bossy E at the end. Read this word with me. Ready? Ride. Remember, run your finger underneath the word to read it with me. Boys and girls, we're going to change the word ride to make the word rid. Can you make the word rid? What do we need to do to make that change? Id. What does the I say now? It says I. So we do not need that bossy E at the end. So did you take away your bossy E? Good job. All right, let's change rid to make rim. Say that with me. Rim. Im. Can you make that change for me? Im. We need to take away the D, don't we? And replace it with an M. I. The I says I, so there's no E here. Rim. Okay, boys and girls, let's change rim to make dim. Dim, like you dim the lights. You turn the lights down low. You make them lighter so they're not as bright. That's dim. Change rim to make dim. Where do you hear that change? You hear it at the beginning, don't you? D. We need the letter D. Make sure your D is facing the right way where the belly is going backwards, going out. Dim. Okay? Let's change dim to make dime. What do you hear? I'm. I. The I says its name, doesn't it? So now we need that bossy E at the end of our word. He says, hey, I, you better say your name, and I'm not talking. So the I says I. Read this word with me. I'm. Dime. All right, let's change dime to make lime. Where do you hear that change? I'm. Notice how I'm running my arrow underneath my word and I'm saying it slowly so I can listen for that change. Oh, you hear it at the beginning, don't you? Did you erase your D? What letter do you hear? You hear an L, don't you? Lime. Now, what does the I say in lime? Oh, I. It says I. Oh, I'm. So that E needs to be there to make the I say its name. Read it with me. Lime. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to change lime to make the word like. Like. What do you hear? What do you need to change? Can you do that on your board, please? Like. We don't hear an M anymore, do we? Like. We need the letter K. That's a word wall word, isn't it? Like. The I says its name, so that bossy guy needs to stay right there. Okay, we're going to change like. Are you ready? We're going to turn like into the word pike. That's a type of fish. Pike. It rhymes, doesn't it? That means the word family stays the same. We need to take away the L. What letter do we need there? Pike. That letter P. That I says its name, so that E needs to be there. Read it with me. Pike. Good job. Okay, let's change pike to pine. Listen for the change. Pine. Can you make that change, please? You should be erasing that letter K. And what says that sound? Pine. The letter N. Pine. That I in pine says its name, doesn't it? So we need that bossy E on the end. He says, hey, I, you better say your name. So run your finger underneath this word and read it with me. Ready? Pine. Okay, we're going to change pine to make the word pin. What do you hear? In. What does that I say? It says it, doesn't it? So it does not say its name. So what do we need to take away? We need to take that E away. Read that word with me. Ready? In. Pin. Wonderful job. So that I says it. Let's make one last word. We're going to change pin to make win. Where do you hear the change? In. Make win. You should be erasing the P, right? What letter do you need there? You need a W. The I says so we do not need an E at the end. Let's read this word together. Win. Okay, boys and girls, you've done a great job. Today we worked on the short I, saying it, like in the word win, and then we talked about the long I, like in the word pine. Pine with the bossy E. That E tells the I to say its name. So boys and girls, remember, if it says it, no E. If it says I, you need that bossy E. Thank you so much for working with me today.